We are on air. Okay, so welcome to our Office of Police Ombuds Commission meeting, Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. I am Commissioner Jasmine, filling in for Commissioner Rose. So Commissioner Rose did not go through a makeover. It's me, Commissioner Jasmine, chairing this. But we have Commissioner Rose on screen. It's good to see you. I have my fellow commissioners here, and the Office of Ombuds, and then our
Legal counsel. Oh, and where's Christina?
well, Christina's coming back. Our legal counsel, will they be here today or?
I have not heard.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for making it today to our meeting. We'll go to the agenda and August minutes approval.
We have to approve the agenda first.
The August minutes approval?
Are you,
The agenda.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So let's approve the, do you want to do it in one vote or?
Makes no difference to me.
Yeah, hey, when do you make the motion?
Commissioner, regarding the agenda, I would request and move for a short executive session to discuss some legal matters. If the agenda could be modified, please.
Okay, so that's, okay. So there's a motion, any discussion on that?
Maybe we should ask it again now that the legal is
Go
here.
ahead.
I move that the agenda be modified for an executive session sometime during this meeting to discuss legal matters.
So we have a motion, now make a motion that we approve this evening's agenda with executive session added to the
Yes.
agenda?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Would we have to give a specific time for that?
Nope.
No, okay. All right. Any-
Not if we do it at the end, right?
You just have to announce when you go in.
And
what
when
time
you
to
come
do.
out, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so there's a motion on the floor to amend the, go ahead.
Need a second?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll second that.
okay, second. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so that motion passes. Okay, August minutes.
I'll move to approve the August minutes.
I'll second.
All right, there's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Revisions? No? Okay, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that passes. All right, we're up to public forum. Is there anyone signed up to speak? Christina?
There is not.
Okay. All right. Mr. Logue. We'll go to the OPO August monthly report.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, commissioners. August, very, very busy month, but fruitful. We got a lot done. 689 contacts. A lot of that, though, was community outreach related. We had unity in the community as well as a national night out against crime. So a lot of contacts. We ended up having one OPO-generated complaint and 5 referrals. We did certify 17 cases, which is almost double our normal during the month of August. We provided oversight of 8 IA interviews, and we had a use of force review board where we reviewed 8 use of force cases. 4 of them were canine. We had 57 meetings with SPD. We attended 30 community meetings, and we had 5 training events. This is really loud today. Outside of those basic statistics, we attended in-service training. I think I briefed this last month. We had already done it. It was up in Deer Park at the airport. They did their driving in-service training. We spent some time sending out reminders for the OPOC reappointments and with the city council and the administration. Happy to report and congratulate Commissioner McCollum on her reappointment as a OPOC commissioner. I attended a police decertification panel with the CJTC. We put in, it's really loud. We put in NACOL travel and registration for the office as well as the OPOC. And then the MOU. So the MOU is a memorandum of understanding that needs to be completed with the city before we can actually engage on this protest review. That has really gone not a lot further than it was when we were here a month ago. I did have a conversation with Chief Hall. It could have been Monday. It might have been last Friday. I'm not sure. Just real recently, coming out of city legal with a few comments. So there is a little bit of movement, but it's still not signed and it's still not in place. So we're not moving forward on that review yet either. Outside of that, we met with Tina, who you met at your retreat from NACOL regarding the conference. I'll be on 2 panels this year. One will be talking about use of force principles, and then also Chief Hall will attend NACOL and be on a panel with me, and we'll be talking about collaboration and oversight. And we will be doing a shared panel with the city of Boulder, Colorado, in regards to efforts they've done in a collaborative format for oversight. We met with Lexi Whitemore from the Boise Office of Police Accountability, and that was in regards to their data program. I met with Deborah Jacobs from the Washington Coalition for Police Accountability. And then I had the opportunity to present at a leadership panel for the Ascent Faculty Leadership Program at Eastern Washington University. Sydney, our intern, unfortunately, her time with us ended. She just did a spectacular job. I had a chance to meet with her family prior to her going away, and we had a going away luncheon for her as well. We attended the Integrating Communications and Tactics training put on by SPD that we were working with them in regards to bringing a little bit more de-escalation into the thought process there. Chief Hall is a big proponent of ICAT training, so that happened this month. We had a chance to meet with the chief and the assistant chiefs regarding internal affairs matters, also with Maggie Yates. Commissioner McCollum attended her orientation for Leadership Spokane in August. Since then, she's been to a retreat, so we've kept her busy. I went to Burien to attend something called Chief for a Day. That was in conflict with the regional NACOL conference. Alyssa went to the regional NACOL conference. I went to Chief for a Day, and Chief for a Day was something I had not heard of prior to that, and it was 17 Wish kids. And it was the most solemn thing that I could have ever imagined watching. I wouldn't miss it for the world. It was incredible what they did for those kids. We're going through the hiring process for our project employee regarding our data person. We're actually holding interviews tomorrow in regards to that. We have five candidates that we'll be interviewing. I attended a Deadly Force Review Board, and Christina participated in mock scenes. For bringing Alyssa on board and up to date, we worked out her travel card arrangements. We conducted training on the classification of complaints, complaint review, checklist procedures, went over Louis May's turnover documents. I went over administrative tasks such as calendars, interview requests, disciplinary decision emails. Louis May actually gave me some free time to go over her turnover stuff, so she was part of that. We both went over all the use of force cases, and we both attended the use of force review board in August. Today, Alyssa attended on her own, so she's up to speed with that. Alyssa is working with the United States Ombudsman Association Public Safety and Health and Wellness chapter and the annual conference chapter, and I've encouraged her to run for the board of directors for the USOA. And then Christina and Alyssa went over monthly reports, complaint intakes, on-base, the agenda, and how to post the agenda online. And then I've also had Alyssa start the Daigle Law Group Internal Affairs class. So that's online, 5 sessions, 8 hours a day, looking at Zoom. But she's in the middle of that. So all of that, and then I decided to take a week of a vacation last week, and Alyssa was in charge, and she did it in a perfect manner. So it's been a month, and that's our brief, subject to your questions.
All right, thank you for that. Any thoughts, comments? That was packed, so, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of stuff. I want to ask about the MOU. That is something that we've talked about for a few months now, and if it's not moving, I'm wondering if there's anything we as commissioners can do to help get that moving along. I think it's a important thing for the public. We at our last meeting had lots more public comments than we've had at any of the meetings I've been in so far. So there's clearly public interest. So is there someone we should talk to, or is there any support we can give on that?
You know, that's a good question, because the MOU is between the city and the police guild. So it's the same people that would sign the collective bargaining agreement, that they are the people that have to actually make the agreement to change it in a way. So I would say start with Mayor Brown's staff.
Okay.
Because that's,
I would have started with Dave. Dave's usually here, but,
well, it hasn't gotten to the police guild yet.
oh, so it's
So
still
this-
stuck at the mayor's office. Okay.
It's in city legal, and they're just trying to make sure it's right so that it can't be challenged later. And it's very important to me to have it so that we can't be seen as violating a collective bargaining agreement. So I think them getting it right will be super helpful. The complaint process is ongoing already, so that part hasn't stopped. It's just any kind of independent review outside of that is the part that we're just pausing on.
So, Mr. Lowe, really quick, so we moved to the next topic, the MOU update, is that correct? That's what we've been talking about?
Yeah, I kind of included
Okay,
it
so
inside.
we can continue, just wanted to.
Yeah, it sounded like he talked about kind of both. That's why, sorry.
No, that's good.
Oh, okay.
We could just, yeah, I just wanted to note that for,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so anything else on the MOU?
Well, I guess, where do we go from here?
Well, I'm going to meet with Chief Hall tomorrow and see if there's any movement on that. I can forward to the commission the edits that we put in to the MOU so that you're at least familiar with and have the latest version that I know of, but City Legal could have adjusted it from there. But I actually wrote, it's not a super lengthy email, but a detailed email regarding the specific sections that in the collective bargaining agreement that actually refer to my abilities to write reports and the things and the restrictions. So I have all that spelled out, so the sections are actually highlighted. So that might be handy for you to at least have a greater understanding of what it is. And yeah, then just encourage the city that, hey, we need to do it. There's not an appetite to stop the process. There is an appetite to get it moving. but I think everybody just wants to get it done correctly. And that part is outside of what we can do. So that's between the city, the police department, and the police guild. But I'll send the commission at least that update. I think that's worth having.
Okay.
Are you able to start looking at some of the body cam or anything, or does that all have to wait until the MOU?
Because we have ongoing complaints, we do have access.
Okay.
No?
Nope, sorry. That's all my questions.
Commissioner Rose, do you have any questions? No? Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll move to the OPOC business. We have the NACO annual conference. Christine, do you want to?
Sure. So NACOL Annual Conference is fast approaching, October 26th through the 30th. And we have 3 commissioners signed up to attend. Definitely, if you are debating going, the late registration is October 11th is when that begins. There's also 2 commissioners who are signed up for the boards and commissions member forum, which I know Amy and Ladd had attended last year and got like rave reviews. And that starts on Sunday, the 26th. So instead of flying in Sunday, you would attend on Sunday. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a good NACOL conference.
Anything for commissioners? No? All right. Okay, let's go to the October OPOC meeting.
Yes, so there are many conferences in the month of October, and they all fall in fall. They fall around the OPOC meeting, so I know Bart and Lissa will not be here, and it might not be a very productive meeting with me entertaining you. So.
It may be very productive.
So at this point, it's up to you if you would like to move the date so that Bart and Lissa can attend, although it's a very short window, or cancel October like we've typically done in the past with the previous conference season.
So how many meetings are we at this year?
Like all of them. I think we only missed one, and that was in July.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let me double check that, but
Okay, so the recommendation is for us to move to postpone until our meeting in November, our regularly scheduled meeting in November. Do we have a motion on the floor to do so?
That makes sense to me. I move it to November.
Can I ask one question? Do we have any reports? We don't have any reports that are coming out that we would be pushing back?
No,
Okay. Thank you.
but you should have one in November.
Okay.
Yeah.
so according to all of our agendas, there was one meeting that was canceled, and that was July. Everything else has been moved to a different date to be a special meeting.
Okay, is there a second on the main motion on the floor?
I'll second.
Okay, motion and a second. I mean, any further discussion about it? No? Okay. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
I'll abstain. It's not pertinent to me, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little sad right now. I'm trying to like process.
I thought you knew.
Man, maybe I was just like, you know. Okay, commissioner appointment and reappointment update. Christina, you want to take that?
Sure. So I guess I can do this. So congratulations, Commissioner McCollum. She was reappointed last night at the city council meeting. So we are excited to have your first full term, which is 3 years, and then you will go up for reappointment again and again and again is kind of our thought
Twice.
process twice. Yeah, it'll be another 2. And then for the appointment, because as we mentioned, our Commissioner Smith will be leaving us based on terming out. He's been with us for 10 years. He is a mayoral appointment, and that means the mayor has to appoint the next commissioner. And as of this point, as of today, they do not have a person that they are actively putting out there for us.
So, I guess my question to you is, do you think it's time for you to? Yeah.
I think some perspective and context here. So I came in 2015 to finish out someone else's position. Then I was entitled to three-year appointments. But in our bylaws, it states clearly that there is a term limit. And I have basically reached that at this point.
Right.
Now, I have been, Christina's mentioned that the mayor's office, and I think Boone last meeting said that I could continue, but I don't think that's probably a good idea. I think with the meeting not happening in October, my thought is put a little heat on the mayor's office to get this taken care of. If they think I'm hanging around, they're going to maybe drag their feet. I don't know. So I think it needs to probably be the severance of after tonight, with a lot of regret and a lot of, not regret, but a lot of sadness. It's
Yeah.
been an awesome 10 years. But, so.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your service.
Yeah. I guess we're moving to the last part then.
Oh, sorry. I'll say that again.
Well, yeah. So no, I just
Yeah.
want to, since I'm speaking, I'm also get this all out from my end. I just want to say thank you to all of you who have been awesome collaborators and fun to be with and dedicated. It's an honor to have served with everyone here. And a special shout out to the Ombudsman's office, Bart and Louie May and Christina, that I was saying to Bart earlier, I never felt like I was asking a silly question, and sometimes I had to ask the same question 7 or 8 times over 2 years, because it just is a lot to absorb and a lot to filter and to understand. And that support from the office, I think, is what kept me here for 10 years, because they allowed me to learn and to grow and to encourage and be there on so many different levels. And I really I appreciate that. And so I leave with a great feeling of accomplishment and a great feeling of learning so much. But more importantly, I think it was about the connections, the friendships and the relationships with folks in the office as well as those in the police department. All very, very interesting experiences. And Lissa, I'm thoroughly disappointed that I won't get to work with you. I got to do a couple meetings with you and be a part of your interview, and I just have a great feeling you're going to do awesome. And I'm disappointed that I will not have that experience with you going forward. But and then Commissioner Rose, we go way back to WA and FCA, and so we've been to many, many other kinds of meetings. And here, we didn't know, neither one of us knew we were applying for I didn't tell her and she didn't tell me, but we got on basically the same year. And so anyway, it's been just a super experience, and I thank everyone for your kindness. And yeah, it's hard to go, I must say.
Well, while I'm still processing this, does anyone else want to chime in or have words for Commissioner Rose?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. I'll try to make this short because I could get emotional. But yeah, Lad and I, 10 years together. We've we've had many conversations over the years, and what you just said, Lad, is just perfect. Um, you've grown, I've grown, we've learned so much, and I'm really, really going to miss you. I thought I was going out with you, but apparently my term is not up till next September. So actually, I'll beat you a little bit on the amount of time being on
That's okay.
being on the commission. But I wish I was there tonight. But I know we're going to celebrate in a different environment your 10 years, and I just want to thank you so much. You have really helped me over these 10 years, because whenever I was feeling frustrated or didn't understand, you were right there. So I really, really appreciate that.
Thank you, and you were a great help to me as well. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Lad, you are such a joy and so spicy and passionate about oversight, not only oversight like as a whole, but so much in Spokane. And your passion just truly has always shined through, and I'm like blown away by that. And you and Jenny hired me, like you came to the interview process, so we go way back to even before I started with the office. And I'm going to miss you. You're one of my travel buddies for NACOL conference, and this year it will be bittersweet, but just know that we're going to continue carrying on. So.
Thank you, Christina. Appreciate that.
And thank you for always being interested in the family and all of that. Like it's more personal. It's not just, the other side. So.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll just say that as a relatively new commissioner, you were one of the ones I could always count on to lead me the right way, and I really appreciate the counsel that I got from you. And I agree with Christina, you're a fun travel buddy. So we had a good time at the conference too. So yeah, I will definitely miss you, your voice on this commission, and I just appreciate your service so much.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
I would second and third what's been said, Led, although, I haven't had a chance to serve with you that long. It's been very nice meeting you professionally and personally, and you've always had incisive, penetrating comments, and I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you. And I'm sad that we didn't get a chance to travel. So are you going this year to the NACOL?
I think I will, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
sure.
good. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, it's a great event. Yeah.
You will definitely need to let Christina know that is.
Well, this is new information. Huh?
This is new, but it's welcome.
Yes.
It's definitely welcome. This job is hard. I had no idea how hard it was going to be when I applied. And sometimes the hard part comes from the commission. More often, the hard part comes from the police department, the government systems, administrative.
Capella University. With Capella's flexible set your own deadlines and learn on your schedule.
That just reminds me, I'm going to turn off my.
I am so sorry.
That just made me so happy inside. You have no idea. But the hard parts of this job come from outside, almost always. And, as I look back and I think about, it's almost, it's 9 full years for me already here. And then February will be 10 years, actually, if you count the interim part. And it just was not been an easy road. And it's only been because of leaders and bosses and mentors and you name the thing. When it was to the point where I wasn't sure it could continue, you were there. And I can't thank you more. Because we need that. You know, we can face hard things if you know their support. And you, well, I guess Scott Richter as well, you know, thinking way, way back, was also a very vocal supporter of that. We faced trials right away.
Yeah, we sure did.
And, you know, and I think about being on the board of directors for NACOL and talking to how different entities work. And there's a lot of oversight practitioners that work for boards or commissions, and they don't have a positive experience in that. And that has just not been my experience here. I think if it was not for the commission, Spokane would not have a functional oversight entity at all. It's your ability to keep or encourage, you know, political independence, operational independence, budgetary independence. You name the thing. We've had to fight for it all since I've been here, and you've been a part of it. Every step, you're a commissioner that says yes. Sometimes you bring in extra work, that's fine. But you help carry the load. And I think that's all I could ever ask for from a commissioner. And it's what I hear from around the country, people wish that their commissions would do. So you set a great example for all of us, not just here in Spokane, but in oversight in general. And I know that you also completed the requirements for a certified practitioner of oversight, probably a couple of times.
At least once, yeah.
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 And that's no small task either. Thank you.
Yeah. Again, thank you. You are doing great work. Thank you.
So are you the first to retire? Is Commissioner Smith the first?
To term out?
To
Well,
term out?
No, I'm
Yes.
calling it retire.
Yeah. Well, I
Calling it
just, I
second
never really
retirement.
Yes.
thought of it that way,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
maybe that is it. Yeah, I didn't realize that, because this commission's only been in existence since 2013, with the onset of the charter, yeah. Yeah, so, wow, I would say.
Well, you're the only one who's finished 3 terms, right? I mean, Jenny will finish 3 terms, hopefully, but
Yeah,
I think,
yeah. I'm still here because I've seen a lot of them go away real fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I move we start a Hall of Fame because you definitely deserve to be on there, and it's been a pleasure to, I don't know, I don't know how so much wisdom and style fit in one person, but
Being way too charitable.
it's been, you know, I loved all my time with you, and I hope when you're watching on YouTube or here during the,
You'll see me down here in every
There we go.
meeting, shaking my
oh,
finger.
I love it.
And cracking the whip.
Being spicy.
Yeah, try to, yeah.
Well, I hope you could be proud
Okay.
because you've definitely put in the work and time. So hopefully you can feel like it went to be a root. So,
Thank you.
okay, I think, you know, I might present this now then.
Box of chocolates.
Yeah, we got a plaque for you here. So thank you for 10 years of dedication to the city of Spokane and its pursuit of civilian oversight. All right, there we go.
Thank you. Only got to travel with him once, and it was awesome. We went to Texas. Yeah, that was a fun trip. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate
So I'm
that.
sure we're going to take a group picture afterwards. Okay, so I noticed, well, I didn't notice. We noticed that there isn't Commissioner Speak Out on this, so
We would need a motion to change the agenda or to add that to the agenda.
And we still have executive
And
session.
you still have executive session,
Yeah.
yes.
so anyone want to make that motion?
Pardon me?
Anyone want to make that motion?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll make the motion for the, to amend the agenda to add the Commissioner Speak Out section.
Second? Is there?
Second.
All right.
All right.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, let's go to Commissioner Speak Out. Any commissioners have anything that they want to?
I actually, Jenny, you go. You're muted.
Oh,
There you
I
are.
don't need to go first. But I'll just say there was a couple things last month. We had the Community and the Unity, and that was pretty amazing, even though the weather was not the nicest weather. Oh, it rained when we first started. It was raining and raining and raining, but it was great. I mean, people still came out to support their community, and it was really fun. And I'm just glad I went. I think I could have stayed there all day, but it was a lot of fun. And then the National Cops Night Out, I attended two different households, two different sessions in my neighborhood, Northwest neighborhood. And that went very well too. Seems like it was funny, the same fire truck was at the first house I was at, and then when I get to the second one, the fire truck's there. And oh my gosh, the kids love that. And I think so do the adults. And then same with the police officers. It was, nice to be with them at the first house. And then again, when I get to the second house, they're there. So it was really, really a good turnout. So, and I think that's about all I want to say. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Commissioner Rose.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. I went to two National Night Out parties in my district too. And I wasn't able to go last year, so this was the first time I was really able to go. And it was really nice to see community coming out and really having a really good time. It was a nice thing. And then I also wanted to thank Chief Hall. He was gracious enough to give me an hour of his time to talk about some things, and I really appreciated his openness. One of the things that I learned during that meeting, so my goal in the first year was to go on lots and lots of ride-alongs so that I could learn what I needed to know to do oversight. And the department didn't stop me, even though apparently we're only supposed to go on 2. So I want to apologize for taking up all that time without realizing that I was apparently only supposed to go on 2. But in talking about that with Chief Hall, the suggestion was made that we make a carve-out so that commissioners can go on 4 a year. And I thought that sounded like a very reasonable thing. I just know from personal experience, I mean, I went on 9. One of them was in Tucson, but 8 of them were here. So thank you to those 8 officers and teams for putting up with me more than you necessarily had to. I wanted to say that publicly. But also, I thought that was a good idea because I learned so much from that experience, and I really do think new commissioners especially being able to go on a quarterly ride would really give them the kind of feel for the department that would really help them in their oversight job here. And so it's kind of a thank you, I'm sorry, and thank you again. So, yeah. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you for that.
So I went to the, excuse me, the Unity in the Community and manned our booth. There was a regular lineup of people interested in who we are and what we do, and it was gratifying to be able to explain who we are and what we do. I went to the Cops Night Out, which was wonderful. The policemen who were there, it turns out that I had worked with their dads previously. But in any event, it was a very nice event, and a lot of people showed up.
Appreciate that. All right. Anything else? Okay, well, thank you for the events that you all are going to, and you know, just being there in community, and 4 ride-alongs. That's you know, I mean, that's great. So you've been on 4?
No, I've been on 9.
Oh my. Okay, I
That's
misheard.
why I apologize.
Wow, okay.
Because it's only technically supposed to be 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 would be an addition to
Okay.
the current policy or rule, or I don't know exactly where it's written down, but yeah. But they were polite enough not to tell me, I guess, that I was going on too many.
No, but I could see, I mean, how that was beneficial, right? Just to see.
Oh
what
my
they-
gosh,
yeah.
it gave me so much. It was definitely a learning journey, and I feel so much more able to do this work. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go to, the OPOC will now go into executive session under RCW 42.30.110 to discuss with legal counsel representing the agency. We will return, what time are we thinking?
Yeah, how long do we need?
It's not going to be long. 10 minutes, maybe?
Is that how you're feeling? Yeah. Okay, so we'll be back at, let's say, 6:23. We do not expect to take further action following the executive session. Okay? Let's do it. Okay, it is 6:23. We are going to extend executive session until 6:30. Okay, we are going to extend executive committee for another 5 minutes, so we'll be back at 6:37.
going then. Unless you
All right. We are back on, just came back from executive session. There's no more business. Yeah, there's no final action. Oh, hold on, wait. No final action was taken.
I'm sorry for my handwriting.
So the meeting is adjourned.